Hey guys, Saki here from SAKITECH, and in today's video I want to talk about the S9 Plus and the S9. So you may be in the market trying to decide on which one to buy, the S9 or the S9 Plus. So in this video I want to do a pre-release analysis of which one you should get based on the facts. So what are the facts? There have been tons of rumors, tons of leaks, and tons of revelations. So we have a complete grip on what the S9 Plus and the S9 is going to look like and what kind of specs they are going to have. Now, unlike the S8 and the S8 Plus, they are not identical internally. So the S8 and the S8 Plus had the same internals, had the same camera. The only major difference was the screen size. So making a choice was very easy. Do I want the smaller form factor, or do I want the larger form factor, meaning do I want more real estate? Unfortunately, with the S9 and the S9 Plus, the story is a little bit different. There are actual differences. So basically the S9 Plus has three things that are in fact better than the S9. So the first one of these things is the fact that the S9 Plus is going to have 6 gigabytes of RAM, while the S9 is going to have 4 gigabytes of RAM. This is not a rumor. This is in fact confirmed. We have had some recent benchmarks that were leaked, benchmarks from Antutu and benchmarks from Geekbench that confirmed that the S9 Plus has 6 gigabytes of RAM, and they also confirmed that the S9 has 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is unfortunate, but that's the facts. Now the other thing is, number two, is that the S9 Plus is going to have a better camera setup. Now the main camera on these smartphones is going to be exactly the same camera. So there's going to be a main 12 megapixel camera with some enhancements and some amazing features we're probably going to see very soon. But the secondary camera is only going to be available on the S9 Plus, and that secondary camera most likely is going to be a telephoto camera, unless Samsung has some tricks up its sleeve. But that's number two. S9 Plus is going to have dual cameras. S9 is only going to have a single camera. So as you can see, the S9 Plus already has a technological lead on the S9, which is again unfortunate, but it is what it is. And of course, the final difference in decision making is just the size. Now this one is not as big a deal as the 6 gigabytes of RAM or the fact that S9 Plus has dual cameras, but the S9 Plus does have a larger screen and a larger footprint, and people that enjoy watching media on their smartphones are going to be able to enjoy that extra real estate. Actually, you can enjoy that real estate for anything: browsing, taking photos, looking at photos, watching movies, whatever. Having a larger screen does make things more visible. So the S9 is going to have a lower screen, but at least there's not going to be any difference in the quality or the resolution of the screens. So it's going to have the same Quad HD Plus resolution, and it's going to have the same Super AMOLED technology. It's not going to be like the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus, where the resolutions are actually different. So it's going to have the same resolutions. So those are the three things you should be aware of. And my verdict on this is, if you are in the market to buy the S9 or the S9 Plus, you should buy the S9 Plus, period. That extra 2 gigabytes of RAM is going to give you a slight edge, and by edge I mean it's going to be able to give you a little more stable and smoother system overall. So that would certainly be my recommendation, to buy the S9 Plus and not the S9. There's going to be approximately a gap of $100. So the S9 Plus is going to be $100 more. But the same was the case with the S8 and the S8 Plus, and a lot of people still went with the S8 Plus, and they paid the $100, and all they got was that extra screen. This year, with that extra $100, you're buying 2 gigabytes of extra RAM, you're buying 1 extra telephoto camera on the S9 Plus, and again, you're buying the larger screen and the larger form factor. Now again, this is a pre-release analysis, but it is based on facts. These are not rumors anymore. We know everything based on evidence and revelations. But again, of course, there's going to be a full comparison once the phones come out. But if you're somebody that's going to buy these phones right when they're ready to pre-order, I want you to have up-to-date information. So most consumers don't really care about these things. You know, when you go to a store and you're just an average consumer shopping for a phone, you're not going to ask, you know, I want the one that has 6 gigabytes of RAM. You're just going to buy the one that is recommended by the guy, or you're just going to buy the one that looks nice to you. But if you're technically inclined, just be aware of these 3 things. So let me know what you are thinking of doing. I mean, are you going to be buying the S9 or the S9 Plus? And if you are buying them, were you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? Just drop a comment down below and let me know how you feel. And that brings us to the end of this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH and give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you despise SAKITECH. And of course, when you do subscribe to SAKITECH, make sure to click that notifications bell icon to get instant updates every time I upload a video. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. And of course, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at SAKITECH Online. Again, questions or concerns, drop them down below. Have a fantastic day.